Hey guys, Event Horizon here. Today I'm going to be trying out a video game topic video. So I'm going to start with something easy. So I'm going to do, in my opinion, the best console exclusives for the PS4 in this last console generation. I have pretty much every console. I have a gaming PC, I have a Nintendo Switch, I have an Xbox One X, and then I have a PS4. But as far as console exclusives go, I mean, the PC doesn't have too much. The Xbox barely has anything. And of course, Nintendo has plenty of their own franchises. So I may be doing a video for that after this. But I just decided to focus on the PS4. So I'm going to be doing my top 7 favorite console exclusives for the PS4. I don't think this is going to be in any order, but yeah, let's just get started. So despite what many people think, I actually liked the latest Infamous game, Infamous Second Son. It was one of the first games I got for my PS4. The main character was definitely not as likable as the one from the previous games, but I am still waiting for that new Infamous game that is never going to come out. But instead we got Ghost of Sushima, which is on this list also. So the company that makes that, I think it's dang, I forgot, Team Ninja. I believe it's Team Ninja that makes the Infamous series. They make great games. So Infamous Second Son is going to be on this list. The most recent release, I'm just going to segue into Ghost of Tsushima since I already mentioned it. This game is great. At first it was a little bit boring to me, but it did take a second for it to pick up, and now it's nonstop for me. I love the progression system. I wish there was a little bit more variety on the character customization, not the actual character such as Jin, but as like his attire. I wish there were a little bit more outfits, and then maybe we can interchange the bottoms and the tops, but there's still a good amount of variety already in there. I just would prefer more. And you can even dye your character's armor and stuff like that, and I love that. So when I was playing it, since there's nothing else out, I am stretching the game out as long as possible, playing like pretty much every side mission I can play, because I know once I finish this game, there's not going to be anything else to play in the recent future as far as new releases go. Next up on the list is going to be The Last of Us Remastered. This was a great remaster for Naughty Dog. I love the first Last of Us game. I've only played it a couple times. For me, the replayability really isn't there, but I still love the game. Like, the story is perfect. And the graphics at the time were revolutionary, and this remaster only makes it look much better as far as the graphics go. Going off of that, another linked game, despite what everyone says about the story and all of that, this is my personal opinion. I am going to put The Last of Us 2 on here. I don't want to spoil the plots of any of these games, really, even though a lot of them have been out for years. But Last of Us 2 is still pretty recent, so I understand the reasons why a lot of people didn't like the game. But overall, this game was still amazing. I mean, it was beautiful. The graphics, the story, it wasn't as good as the first one, but I still thought it was a very good story, and there were a lot of interesting mechanics in the game that I had never encountered before, so it was very experimental, and to me, it definitely paid out in the end for The Last of Us 2. You guys might not know, I am a super big superhero fan, so I love Marvel, I love DC, I love comic books and stuff like that. But my favorite comic book character is Spider-Man. And this Spider-Man game is the best one I've ever played. A lot of people love the classic Spider-Man games, but this game was amazing. From the web traversal, it was perfect, to the story, which was also almost perfect. There were a couple chapters where you have to play as Mary Jane or Miles Morales, and you don't have any powers, and they're stealth missions. I really didn't like those too much. It felt like it kind of put a wall on, like it was like a red light on a road. Like, I'm a speeding Mustang going down the street, and those chapters just slowed the flow of the game to me. But everything else was amazing. I mean, the DLC was amazing. The customization where you can get all of these great Spider-Man costumes from the comics and even the movies, like it was amazing. Yeah, so that's why Marvel Spider-Man is on this list, and it's one of my favorite PS4 exclusive games. Next up, is the new God of War. Before this game, I was not really a big God of War fan. I mean, I love some other hacker slashers like Devil May Cry. I love Devil May Cry. But I was not a big God of War fan. But this game was amazing from the start to the end, and I mean, I can't wait until the next one comes out. Like the way it ended, the way it ended in the story and all the things that they teased for the next one. I mean, it's crazy how successful the shift from Greek and Roman mythology to Norse mythology was done in this game. Like I can't think of any flaws in the game that I could list for this video. I mean, it was such a great game. And then I believe this is going to be the last one. The next best console exclusive for the PS4 to me is going to be Detroit Become Human. So it's not really like an action game like the other ones are before. It's an interactive game where you make decision with 3 main characters, and it alters the story as a android, or I guess robot. Yeah, I guess they're robots, not androids. A robot rebellion takes place as the robots, kind of like iRobot. The robots gain sentience, and there's a big movement on whether they should be respected as actual beings now that they're sentient, or if they should still be basically servants for the humans that own them. And there's multiple different endings and all kinds of stuff, and each character has their own arc where they can make decisions and stuff like that. And your characters can actually die in the game. They never died for me, but my girlfriend played it a couple times, and one of her characters died, and I was like, wow, so the characters really can die. And this is one game, like there aren't a lot of games where you hope for a sequel, if it's the beginning of if it's the first game or if it's the beginning of a franchise. But I am definitely looking forward to another Detroit Become Human. Yeah, so that's just going to be my list, guys, for the best PS4 games. If you guys have any time, most of these are going to be on sale. So, I mean, you should check them out if you haven't before. If you have, what did you think of them? Let me know down below in the comments. Once again, this is Event Horizon. I'll catch you guys next time.